He has returned, maybe with a new controller. Alright. I mean, it's week 5. I'm saying best of 5. Most of these players probably know it, but it just feels like a lifetime, especially since we've casted. I don't think we casted anything last week. We had a bunch of teams on a bye, so a little bit of a break for casting from us. But welcome in, everyone, to this CPL 2v2 game of GC1 to GC2 tier. And what a snipe, Tundrum, coming in at the last second. And that's the beauty of being up in the air. Although that challenge didn't connect, but you have a player in the air, you kind of have to see what he's doing while you're looking up. Player on the ground can sneak in, get a shot through, but there's your first goal for this match. Spartan Vanguard take it, but it might be a chance for the Dunk Club. They have the numbers racing back, but Macho does get back in time, trying to put pressure. And goes to the ceiling challenge, but extinction there. And now Tundrum, high touch, making it awkward, but Dunk Club have a couple back to safely clear it away. But what a shot, and again they do it. That mirage, if you will, takes to the air, almost identical. Macho going to the air, kind of slowing up the play, and Tundrum sneaks in and can't get that touch. How unfortunate, but he's got a teammate that has all the time in the world. Macho might have had the slowest goal we're just seeing, but I mean, you gotta respect Tundrum's shot there. You figure if he connects on that, that's going toward net. You can't blame Dunk Club. But they are down by 3 and certainly could use one. Almost hitting the mark there, but a little bit wide. That one's on the ground, should be taken care of. The opposing Ranger can't get a touch. Extinction there, but that's going possession back to Vanguard. Now, opposing Ranger taking time. And get a challenge. Tundrum in the corner. But Macho almost getting it there. And so a lot of defense being played from the Dunk Club. And they get another save going out. But can they turn it into offense? But giving it up. Tundrum there. Pressuring the defense. He's going to look for some bumps here. And what a save from opposing Ranger. I don't know if we said Ranger. Opposing Ranger. My bad. But, yeah, definitely nice save to stay in this one. We have passed halftime. And Macho does not get the flip. And you know, Dunk Club is also worried about Tundrum sneaking in for another goal. They've done it twice. But Extinction gonna calmly take possession, and opposing Ranger has to get the save again. But I do like out of the Dunk Club, they're not panicking on defense. However, they just can't get something going on offense. And that one almost flies in, a bunch of crossbar hits and just not going their way. Vanguard able to luck out on that one and still maintain a 3-goal lead. But Blast, Macho getting a touch to the other corner while also struggling to recover. But there he is, and might have had that, although he had boost on the mine running out of it. And could he have maybe gotten it? Unsure, but here we are. 1 minute left. Macho challenging 2. Trying to get a nice bounce. And can't get on that one, but Tundrum there. But Dunk Club, they need something, at least something to carry over into the next one. You don't want to be shut out. But Tundrum, and he lets that one go on the ground, and that's where he lost all threat. And certainly wants it again, and he tries it again, but another great save. And we've seen some plenty great saves from the Dunk Club. However, a few of them came after the 3-goal deficit. And we're definitely going to have to take a look at the shot output, as there it is. Macho gets another one, and it took them a while, has plenty of pressure, but Tundrum perhaps mostly in, but Macho capping it off. And Spartan Vanguard look to take game 1. But like we said, the Dunk Club have had some bright spots, especially on defense. But definitely have to use their numbers to their advantage. It's good that they don't panic on defense, but certainly need that quick counterattack. But Spartan Vanguard take game 1 in this best of 5, and we are going to Forbidden Temple game 2. And we're going to be looking at Dunk Club, see if they come out different now that they've had a game under their belt. But definitely shot output in favor of Vanguard, 10 shots to 3. And so you put up pressure, you put up shots. Usually good things are going to happen unless you're making mistakes on defense or you're not efficient. We are good. So game 2 underway. And Spartan Vanguard trying to take the next one and be up match point. Meanwhile, Dunk Club trying to tie it up. And so far, good pressure from them. But Macho not phased and gets it on his car, although it escapes, yet he is able to catch up to it. And somehow it will get that goal, and still threatening using that wave dash. A little extra step. And you see the ball slowly getting in front of him. That's bouncing. High touch. No one on backboard. And almost a demo from Extinction. That's certainly something they could use to shake things up. And Granger could get there. Just shot off. And Macho also playing defense. But Tundrum can't get that flip underneath. Nice touch from Extinction, but Tundrum following closely, trying for the block, and now opposing off to the races. A good touch, but what a demo from Tundrum coming back. And now a reset for Dunk Club. But high touch, Macho reaching and threatening. But it's a high bounce, and we're closely looking at that touch. It's so key. No one back behind. Gotta stay with it. And that little bit of space allows Spartan Vanguard to come through. And so Dunk Club has to shore up those possessions, not give it up, especially on defense. So big in every game mode. But a slight touch, and good accuracy from Tundrum, taking time, putting it to the corner, and didn't need the strongest shot, but just out of reach, and they are back to a 3-goal lead, as we saw for much of game 1. But 50 to the mid. Posen should have an open net, and there it is. And you see the 2v1 advantage. Good 50 coming out. Posen has no boost, but in right spot. And they are able to get a goal, and that's gotta feel like a weight off. Able to score and perhaps provide some momentum as a good bump as well, but Posen playing a little safe. Knows counter that Vanguard possess. Extinction pushing it back to the left with the challenge, and perhaps happy he didn't touch that again. But opposing, and it bounces off. It looked in. Denied, and that goal certainly would have helped them. We were past halftime. Down by 2 is the Dunk Club. Opposing. It's been in good positions in this one. What a challenge, and Macho off to the races. And that is a tough challenge for Dunk Club. It bounces around, but in favor of Vanguard. And sometimes that's how it goes. Can they line that up? Macho, nice touch. And all over this one. Challenging vigorously. But a slight touch of midfield cut off by Macho. And Macho has been all over the forefront with the challenging. And almost a pass getting through. I don't know how. Could have read that one. But opposing high, and Macho extending to get a touch. Tundrum leaving it to Macho to do his thing. He takes to the air, and that was almost an own goal. Extinction trying to score this. Macho is back. Gets the boost. And that one's a little bit away from him, but Posen slightly awkward. A challenge and bouncing out, but Macho is there. And what a save. Surely thought that was in. And add another brilliant save for Dunk Club. But under a minute to go. Opposing low on boost. Needs Extinction to go. And he does clear it for a time. Macho gets the pop, using a lot of boost though, and can't get the flip. And neither can Tundrum. They're just getting denied on flip resets. But great pass. Slight touch. Perfect. As opposing Ranger gets another one. And Extinction. Nice pass. And that seems to be the setup with Extinction. First man and opposing Ranger filling in, spending good spots, but it's always the tough place to be in. Second man, you have to play it somewhat safe, but know when to go, when not to go. And it's not like threes where you can get away with a mistake, but Extinction adds another, and somehow we're only at a 1 goal difference. 6 seconds. For a little magic, anything can happen on a kickoff, so we're closely looking in. But that goes to Macho, and he tactically backflips. And Tundrum is not feeling that. Race to challenge, and Spartan Vanguard win this one by 1, and they're a match point, series point, whatever you want to call it, but they need one more win. And Dunk Club can't afford any more losses. So they definitely have to bring it all. So we're going to DFH Stadium. Game number 3. Hands are cold. Well, I did see Macho backflip, so what's his excuse? Stick drift. Got stick drift and hands cold. But game 3 is here, and opposing Ranger off to the races, but Macho taking his time and Extinction closing out. Although Tundrum keeping it up, Extinction has to get there. But Macho possibly leaving it, and you know Tundrum wants to sneak in there. He's got a few goals like that, and thought he could get another one to start game 3 off. But Macho always had most of the possessions for Vanguard, trying to control it. But good challenging from Dunk Club. However, gotta be careful of those demos from Tundrum, who tactically gets them rotating back, and that just falls through. And sometimes you put a little extra spice on it. It's tough for their defense to react, and especially tough if you think your teammates got it, and by then it's too late to react, and that's a circumstance we just saw for the Dunk Club. And now down by 1. Can they tie things up? But Macho threatening, low boost, but gets a high flick. Extinction challenging and continues to do so. Can he feed it mid? But Macho, and we see a double commit from Vanguard. Extinction gonna go over again. Now posing. Can he stay with it? He can't. Tundrum passing it immediately. But that's going off the backboard, and clanger.
This is shocked.
As that one bounces out. And still a 1-goal difference opposing, trying to break through that defense. However, we got a 2v1 situation. Vanguard using it. Don't need to. Macho has the bounce. A lot of options coming from that. And you could turn either way. You could get under the ball. But just really expands your offense. As opposed to when it's on the ground completely. Usually when I see an attacking player and they lose possession onto the ground, I feel like it's that much easier to challenge. But Extinction, big beat. He knows he's got a goalie waiting and should be able to line this one up. A tough angle and opposing, slight touch. However, what a save from Macho. Just getting there, was halfway in. And trying to maintain that 2-goal lead as Dunk Club threatening. And big challenge. However, that's a forward momentum. Macho looking for a special play. But you like that outlet pass. Turning from defense to offense quickly from Vanguard. But can't do much with that. It's staying to the side. And Dunk Club happy to keep it there and challenge high up. Not letting Dunk Club do much in the air. Macho sees a player and Tundrum just has to wait. You could see it form from the corner. And once beat out right there, Macho keeping it close. Just slight drop down and a tough spot to be in the net. But that's going to be a kickoff goal too. That's rough, adding more as Spartan Vanguard bolstering up by 4 and might have another kickoff, but Extinction closing that down. And I don't know what Macho was doing there, but opposing, he's been looking a little more mechanically sound in this one. Almost connects that one. He's just asking for a clip. Macho, slight touches, wanted the dunk, but pushed out to the side. And that's going forward. Big challenge from Extinction. High bounce. Got a minute left to go, and definitely a rough spot for Dunk Club. Down by 4. That's a huge hill to climb. However, seeing if they could get one at least quickly. But big challenging from Vanguard, not giving up much space, and right to Macho, who's maintaining it, but Macho been denied doubles consistently. He can't get quite the double for the clip. And does he try? He didn't have enough boost, but Macho with the style points on the counter. But 20 seconds left. Bounce to himself, Extinction pushing it to the other side. Now Tundrum, 10 seconds left. Seeing what can form, what kind of magic we're seeing. Might be just a simple pass. And respect for the Dunk Club. Continuing to fight, play to the very end. I definitely would like to thank both teams for coming into this one. That's brutal ping as well. But putting on a show, allowing us to cast, very much thankful of that. Also, anybody who tuned in, whether you lurked or posted a comment, appreciate that as well. But we will have the VOD up and post it like we usually do with casts that we do. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. They were lagging bad for some reason. Yeah, I'm curious what region are they? If that had a factor or what. Because, yeah, it definitely sucks to lag that bad. But yeah, if you voted Spartan Vanguard, you are correct. So once again, that's going to do it for this cast. We're going to put the recording into YouTube video for it to be cemented forever. I mean, Twitch, the VODs don't save forever. I guess YouTube does, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that.